Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol DPW. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. It does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And in this situation, makes summarizing today's price movement quite straightforward. And before I say it, I'm not saying it directed towards the company. I don't know anything about the company. I'm making it based on a judgment of how the price acted. So from a price action perspective, this thing was a just total pump and dump today. I mean, and really there's no other way around it when you stop and think about the fact that the price closed right there, think about that, on Tuesday, and then this morning went all the way up there, and then keep in mind, within the same day, so a very short amount of time, and now the price has closed not quite to where it started, but very, very close to where it started. You know, if that's not a pump and dump, I don't know what is. Now, from a trading perspective, though, and this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have traded for a while, these sorts of setups can produce some pretty interesting price dynamics, where the price makes a great move and then all of a sudden the price gets absolutely destroyed. And while it's not a guarantee of anything, if only trading were that easy, but it can produce some pretty nice bounce back reactions. And going forward, you know, the price did stabilize out right there around 27 cents. So 27, and that was a former breakout point. So it does make sense why that level is acting as support, but it's worth keeping an eye on because it is going sideways. It's trying to stabilize. So and I should note, this is not like some sort of great discovery on my part. Anybody that understands charts, uses charts, is wondering the same thing because they've taken notice of this 27-cent mark. So a lot of people are going to be wondering, hey, can this hold? And, you know, if the price gets some upwards momentum there, you know, this could turn into one of those nice snapback rallies. Not saying it's necessarily going back up to 35 cents, you know, but, you know, it could very well turn around, and we'll see what happens if that is indeed the case. If it does try to turn itself around from an overarching perspective as far as resistance levels are concerned, keep an eye on the pink line right there, the 200 period moving average. But right now, that's even still probably getting a little bit too far ahead of ourselves because the price first just needs to prove that it's stabilized here at 27. But if the stabilization does not occur and the price breaks down through it, then at that point, that would literally be putting the price right where it started, which would be, you know, the nail in the coffin of the pump and dump. But we'll see what happens with it on Thursday. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.